Folks, it's May 21st, 2023. I'm going to do a little drive today. Right now I'm in Uncasville, Connecticut. I'm in the parking lot of Home Depot. But I'm heading out. I'm going to drive over. I want to drive over the Gold Star Bridge. And I'd also like to drive over the Mohegan Pequot Bridge. I want to get some bridge work in today. I'm trying to upgrade all my videos to 4K high resolution for future proofing, basically. So that's what I'm doing today. Normally I concentrate heavily on Norwich, Connecticut. Today I'm not going to be able to do that because I want to get these big, huge bridges. At least the Gold Star is a very sizable bridge. As we head out of the Home Depot parking lot, I'm going to take a left. Right across the street to the right is CVS. To the left is Mohegan Fire Company. That was established in 1946. Mohegan Sun Casino is about, I don't know, maybe 2 miles from this destination if I took a left. From this location right here, if I took a left, I would hit Mohegan Sun in about 2 miles. I mean, I'm estimating, but I think that's pretty accurate. Seems to be a decent amount of traffic today for a Sunday. And it's a very breezy day. It's probably 70 degrees right now. I gotta wait. I have a thermometer built into my car, but it takes a little while to kind of kick in. But it feels like about a 72 degree day right now. It's kind of hazy. I could go down a little bit down here and just take a right. That would bring me right into the Mohegan Sun Casino. Big, huge parking lot. And the grounds there are quite large. But I'll be going into Preston. As we approach the Mohegan Pequot Bridge right now, I'm going to let this guy merge in front of me, or I guess they are. Okay, that's good. Speed limit over this bridge is 45 miles per hour, and it goes right over the Thames River. So we're hitting the bridge right now. Norwich Hospital grounds to my left. Former Norwich Hospital. Okay, we're crossing into Preston from Uncasville right now. So it's the center of the river is the cutoff. So we're in Preston right now. Preston, Connecticut. And I'm going to take a right, head down to Gales Ferry, Ledyard. Groton is down there. All right, here we go. United States Submarine Veterans Memorial Highway. There is a sign back there. otherwise known as Route 12. Had a big rainstorm yesterday, which we needed the rain, but today it's sunny, but there is, like a haze. David's Cafe down here on the right, they've been there for decades. Golden Pizza's down there on the right, they've been there for decades. And we're going to go over a little bridge right here over this cove. And we're entering Ledyard right now. Pequannock Cove right here. And we're in Ledyard. Holmberg's Orchard to my left. The best orchard anywhere in this area, I can tell you that. The people that run that place, I mean, it's absolutely flawless, pristine, best customer service. It's phenomenal. I mean, if you ever want to go to an orchard, take your family, that's the one to go to if you live anywhere in the area. Not to be missed. As we cruise on down the road. All right, I'm just going to take a quick detour. It's not a detour, but this is Stoddard Hill, a Connecticut state park. I haven't been down here in a long time. I used to come down here fishing once in a while. The road looks to be in need of repaving. I don't know what I'm going to find down here. But anyways, the Thames River, you can probably see it through the trees there. Man, this road is in horrific condition. This is, man, I mean, there are potholes like you wouldn't believe down here. I got to navigate my way around them. Okay, things get a little bit better when you get down to this area. But yeah, there's the Thames River. Little boat launch down here, I think. Let me get right up to this edge here. Train tracks over there as well. Okay, little bonus here. We got a sailboat coming by with no sails, unfortunately for us, but across the river is, I would say Montville or Uncasville. But I used to fish right here, like for snapper blues. So we'd go over to the train tracks, blues, striped bass, whatever. It's a lot of fish out there. There's a cool house right on the water up there. Crossed the way. Gentleman down here waxing his car in the shade. It's a good spot for it. All right, we got to navigate our way up this really unacceptably bad road. It's like, it looks like flood damage or something. I don't know what's going on around here. But so far so good. Let's see, I got one more patch of where the road is completely washed out. I mean, it's just there's no asphalt whatsoever. All right, we made it. Anyways, the name of that again, Stoddard Hill, Connecticut State Park. Definitely a good fishing spot. And we're back on Route 12, cruising down towards Groton and ultimately the Gold Star Bridge. All right, we hit Gales Ferry in 2 miles. If I see any detours, okay, well, that's not 2 miles. It said Gales Ferry 2 miles. There was a sign back there saying you are entering Gales Ferry. Let me take this little side road. I'm just gonna, I don't know what's down here. I know it connects back to Route 12, but the river is right there. Now, this would be a cool place to own a home if you want to be on the water. It's really nice houses directly on the river. Real nice street, real quiet. The homes are beautiful. Kind of a hidden gem of an area. This is River Drive, it's called. But definitely, the folks living right on that river got an absolutely gorgeous location. Okay, let's pop back out onto Route 12. It's a fire department over here on our left. Gales Ferry Volunteer Fire Company. To the right is Dow Chemical. Back in the 1970s, maybe 60s as well, maybe some of the 80s, I'm not sure 100%, but this is the road that we would drive to, this right here, if I wanted to go to Valides, which would be on the left. That was a very popular kind of a department store. Look at this, Dollar General. Okay, I haven't been down here in a while. Everywhere you go, the only new construction you tend to see is Dollar General or dollar stores for some reason. But anyways, that big mall to the left, I'm not sure you can see that or not, but now it's Ocean State Job Lot and Dollar Tree. That used to be Valides, and it was in there. And there's a nice church on my left here, Our Lady of Lourdes Church. You know, I got to pull into this thing for a second, right here. I mean, this is another. See that cartway, go-kart rides, and this thing right here, baseball cages right there. We used to come down here and in the batting cage and hit baseballs and get ice cream probably right here. It says track open. It's definitely not open. There used to be go-karts, little mini go-karts right here. There's the track right there. I mean, you can see the track. You get right up to this thing. You can probably see it. I can see it. I hope that camera's high enough. But that's where we used to ride go-karts. I didn't do it too often. Let me get back here in back of this building. Get a better shot of this right there, the batting cages. Right there. But we used to come down, hit baseballs, and I didn't do the go-karts too often. I mean, you know, a couple of times. One time I was a kid, I get hit from behind so hard, it felt like my head was going to snap off. But it was fun. I mean, except for the head snapping off part, everything else was fun. But it no longer exists. The property is still there. It's a relic. It's like a locked in time. You can just see that it's possible to have some investor come in there, restore everything to its original, its former glory, and fire it up. Maybe it would work. Maybe people would come back. Kings Highway to my right. Back on Connecticut Route 12. Another great place to the left, again, when I was a kid, many, many years ago. Great Oak Pizza used to be right to the left. The original Great Oak Pizza. It was the best. There was a line to get into the place. You had to wait in line to get a booth or a table, whatever. Booths, as I recall. To get a pizza. But then it burned down, and it was just hard to recreate the original, feel of the place. But the Great Oak is still around. There's a Great Oak in Norwich. It's really good. The food is superb. As we forge ahead. It's been a while since I've driven down this road. A few new businesses popping up here and there on the left and the right. New construction. On the left here, this looks like an expansion of what used to be there. I don't know if it's gravel and mulch. I'm not really sure what that was back there, but gravel, big mounds of dirt all over the place. So as I drive down the road on, okay, wait, we're getting ready to cross into Groton right now. We are in Groton, Connecticut. I have my camera mounted to the center of my hood of this car, completely exposed to the elements, no protection on the lens, no special case or anything. It's 100% exposed to everything. I've done that. In the beginning, I had like a special protective unit, but that took away a little bit of the, it caused some flaring problems. The video wasn't as clear, so I just decided to use nothing for protection, and I haven't had a problem since. Hundreds and hundreds of miles of video with no problems. Alright, USS Nautilus Submarine Museum, next right. U.S. Subbase main gate next right. I'm going to go straight. I've done that. I have a video of me driving down that road. Maybe I'll take that on the way back. I might go over the Gold Star Bridge both ways. A lot of housing, new housing to my left. I'm assuming it's probably military or military housing. But we're in Groton, Connecticut right now, so Nautilus Park to my left. It's another large apartment complex or condos or whatever housing. Right to my right, there used to be little miniature horses, probably 50 years ago, in a little area back there where people could go ride little miniature horses. I've been there a few times back, way back. All right, there's a whole bunch of car dealerships up around this area. To my right, you got the Honda dealership. Right there, Cardinal Honda. If you want to buy a Honda, that's your guy right there. And other car dealers. Kia is right here on the right. There's a place up here called Minx, M-Y-N-X. I don't know if it's a bar or what is it? Cabaret. Okay, Minx Cabaret. Baymont Inn and Suites to my left. Groton Townhouse Family Restaurant. There's just too much for me to name. Domino's Pizza. Wow. Okay. Let's see. KFC. I mean, it's endless. There's a mall up there on the left. There's new construction. Subway. Grinders to my right. What is this? Grand Wine and Spirits. Cheese Shop. Cigars. It all kind of just goes on and on and on. Kohl's. Stop and Shop. Xfinity. Signs everywhere. Chinese Kitchen on my right. Taco Bell. Advanced Auto Parts on my left. We're going to go over the Gold Star Bridge here momentarily. Let's see. Right. There it is. This will bring us into New London, but I want to go back over the Gold Star at some point, so I got to figure this out. As we slowly and gently and safely merge onto the Gold Star Bridge. On this hazy Sunday afternoon. Right now it is 1:43 p.m. There it is. Gotta be really, really careful. This car's absolutely flying down the road here. There was a horrific accident. We're going over the Thames River again, by the way. We're on the Gold Star Bridge right now. To the right, you can see some of the fencing taken out there. There was a horrific accident a few weeks ago, a huge fire, and a gentleman was killed right back there in that location. I think there's a lot of repair work that needs to be done because the fire was raging for a long time. It was I think it was an oil delivery truck, which obviously is highly flammable. So, and the saddest thing was the loss of life. It was absolutely devastating to the community. As we cross the Gold Star Bridge, we are now in New London, Connecticut. There's cars weaving and crisscrossing all over the place down here. As long as I keep my eyes open and play it safe, I don't think I'm going to have any problems. Guess if I kept going straight, I would have hit New Haven and then ultimately New York City. A lot of stores to my left and right, malls, kind of mini malls, New London Mall, and they're not mini, but they're not huge. Two Guys, when I was a kid, used to be back there on my right. Bob's Discount Furniture is up here on my right. Vauxhall Street is above us on that bridge. I'm going to take a right and try to get off an exit up here. I want to take a glance at something. If I can get over, okay. This will bring us into the Waterford, the town of Waterford. Exit 82. Used to be Toys R Us directly in front of us right now. That building, now it's Hartford Healthcare. I just want to take a quick right. Wow, somebody's backing up in the middle of a very busy street. Anyways, we're going to take a quick right off this ramp. And I just want to take a sweep around the Crystal Mall because it recently sold. Back in the glory days of the Crystal Mall, the place was, you know, packed to the rafters pretty much every weekend because, I don't know, giant malls were the thing. But with the advent of online shopping and Amazon, .com, the malls have been slowly dying. So the fate of the Crystal Mall, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know the proposals for... let me take a left here. Let me just zero in on some of this. Right there, this section of the mall used to be Sears. I came down here a million times when this place was, fully functional, fully loaded. Bought all kind of good stuff at Sears, but that's gone. There it is, right there, Crystal Mall. You'd take on the left was another entrance to Sears. But this, it's dead. There's the entrance. People coming out of the Crystal Mall right now. But I figured I may as well capture some video of what this thing looked like. Let me take another angle. I want to sweep up here a little bit. Just get a different perspective on... look at this parking lot. It's in terrible condition. I haven't been up here in a long time. No reason to go to the Crystal Mall personally for me anymore. And I guess a lot of other people felt the same way because it's no longer a thing. Right there, I think, was, if I'm not mistaken, No, Filene's was on the other end. This was, I don't know, Jordan Marsh or something, or whatever. The name of these stores. They've changed hands a couple times. It might have been Jordan Marsh. J.C. Penney is down here on the left. Whether these things, maybe some of them are still open. I don't know. But it sold for, to me, a reasonable price. Here's another one of the many entrances to the Crystal Mall right there. Wow. I probably haven't been down here in, I don't know, 10 years. Long time. Right there is another entrance. On the side, there's another entrance to J.C. Penney. I'll take a ride around the back. There used to be a big food court back there. I mean, this parking lot is filled with potholes and all overgrown. It's dead. It sold for a very reasonable price. I don't know the number. One section maybe was $4 million. Another section was maybe $10 million. Or so. It seems like not a lot of money to me, just based on the size of this place. I mean, it is gargantuan. All right, there's the side of J.C. Penney. You do these drives like I do, you never know what's gonna pop into your mind. But I just think catching this on video right now is probably a good idea, considering it sold the other day, like 2 days ago. It was an online auction, as far as I can remember. Right to the left, right there, I think. Well, that could be J.C. Penney. Maybe the food court's up here. Let me take a ride. Maybe the food court entrance is up here. If I'm going to do this, yeah. That's another Crystal Mall entrance. Hang on a sec. I don't know why all these cars are parked down here, unless maybe some of this mall is open. I don't know. Let me see if I can do a front shot of that food court for historic preservation purposes. Look at that. People walking into the Crystal Mall food court section. Philly steak. I can see a sign in there. So, I don't know. Something's going on. Maybe it's still operational. Certain sections. I don't know. I would say a lot of it's closed. Some of the giant stores, Filene's, Bed Bath & Beyond, are all shut down. I crisscross and weave my way through this old, ramshackled parking lot. Yep, the Christmas tree shop, Bed Bath & Beyond, they're all shut down. Sears back here. I remember I got a battery one time. It was freezing. I installed it myself, which is no big deal, but it's kind of a big deal when it's 4 degrees out and your finger, you don't have any gloves. You can't get a hold of anything. I made it. I've completed the task, but as I recall, my hands were frozen solid when I got done with this. Right there was Sears Automotive, right smack in front of us. And let's see, I don't know if this thing will catch that Bed Bath & Beyond and Christmas tree shop and welcome sign there. But that's it. It's game over for this Crystal Mall sold. And a lot of those stores are no longer in existence. For some reason, there's a whole bunch of white Ram vans back here. Let me drive through this just to, for artistic, what are these things called? Fluid truck. I don't know what the deal on these things is, but this will make for some artistically interesting video content, I hope. Yeah, fluid truck. I don't know. I have to look that one up. I mean, there's cars driving around down here, so... Well, there is Home Depot. That's still obviously very popular to my right. That's been down there for many years. Right there to the right. And across the street, there's other malls and stores. A lot of those are shut down, too, so... All right, we're working our way out of the once great Crystal Mall. Petco across the street, Grand Wine and Spirits. Verizon to my left over there. Mobil gas station to my right, along with a Starbucks. My GPS tells me I'm on Hartford Turnpike right now. A sign back there indicating construction ahead. Hopefully there isn't. Being a Sunday, I would hope they would have the day off. We're crossing into New London, Connecticut right now. We're in New London. We were in Waterford, but right now we are in New London, Connecticut, and we are on Broad Street. I'm not going to cover a lot of New London. I did that in a video a couple of weeks ago. I'll do more in the future, but I want to get on that Gold Star Bridge again to go back in the opposite direction. I could go all the way straight down Broad Street. Yeah, I'll do that. There's car dealerships all over the place, left, right. If you want to buy a car and you live anywhere in the area, if you came to this location right here, you'd probably be, it's overkill, okay? They sell everything under the sun down here. But if you want to buy a car, you got to buy a car. So this is the place to do it, in New London or anywhere. No, I don't care where you live. Variety back there is second to none. Unless you go up to, I don't know, I think it's Westbrook, Connecticut. There's some kind of I don't know if it's an auto mall or whatever it is, but I drove by there once and it was the biggest strip of cars, every conceivable brand and make and type and you name it, it was there. But if you don't feel like driving that far and you want to go to New London, right back there, that's where the action is. As I sit on Broad Street waiting for a red light to turn green, to my right is TJ Motors. They sell quality pre-owned vehicles. They test drive everything. They fix everything. They're phenomenal. It's a great place to buy a used vehicle. They've been there forever, and their reputation is fantastic. So, highly recommended. It's 73 degrees right now, by the way. I'm going to take a right down this road right here. And the name of this road is Williams Street. Various schools and things back here. I don't know the names. I am not from New London, so I'm not as familiar with New London as I am with I live in Norwich. I've lived in Norwich my whole life, so. But people probably recognize William Street, folks that used to live there. Garfield Avenue, am I right? One of these days I'm going to do a huge comprehensive drive of New London, but today's not that day. But look at these cool houses, though. You know, these are early 1900s, probably, a lot of them. Let's see, this goes on to Blackhall Street. So I'm going to take a left onto Blackhall Street. Back in the old days, we used to come down to the L&G Club, Baba O'Reilly's. I mean, these guys had bands down there that were, you know, that was kind of during the punk rock era. The greatest New London band of all time, the Reducers, they used to play down both of those clubs all the time. You want to see a great band back in the, you know, late 70s and 80s? The Reducers. So we're on Blackhall Street. We're going to take a right onto Truman Street. And then I'm going to try to whip over to Bank. I'll drive down Bank. Bank Street is pretty much, the most iconic New London street. I think, Pequot Avenue, give it a run for its money. Right to the right, Jan Electronics, that brick building right there. That used to be Baba O'Reilly's. Joan Jett played there just before she hit really, really big. And when she hit big, forget about it. She was selling out, massive theaters and everything. All right, green light. What does that do for me? Okay, follow this guy. That puts me on Bank. Okay, we are on Bank Street. Brand new apartment buildings to my right. A lot of housing being built in New London in the last year or two. To my left is big condominiums, beautiful luxury condos. I'm heading back towards that Gold Star Bridge. Because I want to go over it in both directions as we gather footage for posterity, for historians to look at. Whoa, wait a minute. There's some bumper-to-bumper gigantic traffic jam on Bank Street. Do I want to delve into that, or do I want to kind of get... I got to get away from that. Yeah, there's no way. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. If I go left, I'm in another traffic jam. Well, left seems to be my better option right now. Yeah, cars are moving. This guy in front of me is turning left. Little does he know, he's in trouble. I don't know why these lights are red. Well, I guess it's just a natural thing. But let's see if I can squeeze my way out of here. Oh, man. Fantastic. I'm going to make it out of there unscathed. Plus, we get the bonus of that motorcycle, that Harley Davidson going by, so that's cool. I'm on Tilley Street right now, if anybody is wondering. Everybody's smiling. Here comes another biker on a Harley. I love it. Everybody's smiling. More bikes. Love it. The thing is, these guys don't realize if they're trying to get on Bank Street, they're going to have, at least if they go left on Bank Street back there, they're going to have a big problem. Look at the traffic for a Sunday. I don't know. Is there some kind of festival or something going on? More motorcycle. This is awesome. Oh, yeah. This is killer. That footage right there was worth the price of admission. You never know when you're going to get lucky. This is one of the abnormally long red lights for this area, I think. Seems to me I've been sitting here for a while. It's good. I got the bikers. I'm glad, really. It's kind of cool seeing these cars, you know. I mean, people can get a look at the style of vehicles in the year 2023 if they're watching this thing 100, 200 years from now, you know. That's a little slice of the automotive situation in the current 2023 year. All right. Tilley Street leads to... Let's see. Is this still Tilley? I think it's going to change over. It's Huntington Street now, yeah. The courthouse and everything is up here. A lot of nice buildings. There's a pizza place on the side on the right. It's called Woodfellas. Not Goodfellas. Woodfellas. Creative idea. All right, let's go. Let's avoid anything to do with Bank Street just because it's kind of a disaster down there for some reason. We'll stick with Huntington Street and work our way over to that nice Gold Star Bridge. I think I can pick it up down here, I hope. If memory serves me. I'm going to turn around down here. Or actually, let me catch some of this. Let me catch some of this area down here. Hodges Square. Just let me catch a little of this real quick. And then I'll go back onto the Gold Star Bridge. All right, Hodges Square. This thing, I'm going to go right. Old Town Mill. This thing will actually bring me under the... Right here, under the Gold Star Bridge, which is kind of cool. And let's look. Okay. State Pier is down here. It's worth a look. And hopefully we can get a good shot of the side. Nice side view of that Gold Star Bridge. Alright, red light. Let's see, where exactly is that State Pier? Straight ahead. Okay. What's it called? Let me see. Admiral Harold Shear State Pier. There's the Gold Star Bridge right in front of us. That's a big, huge bridge that goes over the Thames River. Take a slow cruise. Some big construction project down there on my right. Wow. Big tanker down there. It's going to be gorgeous when it's done. All of a sudden the road just completely falls apart when you get to this area. Whoa. I'm in a conventional car here. I'd be a lot more comfortable if I was in a big, you know, some kind of a Jeep or something. Anyways, there's the Gold Star. We're under the thing. Boat launch. Yeah, I'm going to turn around real quick. There's something major going on down here. Construction or some project of some kind. Maybe it has something to do with, you know, fixing the damage that was done to that bridge from that fire. I don't know. All right, let's go right up to the edge of this boat launch. The train bridge to my right, and the Gold Star is right there. Hopefully we're catching everything. I'm not going to linger too long. I want to get out of this this area in case a boat wants to put in right in that location. But anyways, that was kind of a cool little pit stop. Right above us, right there, and that bridge we're going to go under is a train goes over that thing. I would love to see him put down some new asphalt. This is riddled with potholes. Port of New London Gateway Terminal. So right in front of you. Not going to be able to see it, but there's a big, beautiful construction project going on down there. I guess they're just rehabbing everything, the State Pier, but it's going to be gorgeous if once they complete the project, if things go as it looks right now. All right, back to the Gotta work my way back to the Gold Star Bridge. Go under another little train bridge. Alright, to 95, take a left. We're going to do just that once this red light turns green. 216. This is going to be a long video. And it's all in high definition 4K, state of the art. And there's a police officer. If he sees the camera on my car, he's going to get suspicious. Green light to 95. Okay, let's see what happens. There it is. This plops us right onto the Gold Star Bridge. The police officer back there apparently doesn't care that I have a camera attached to the front hood of my vehicle. Either that or he didn't see it, but that's okay. I'm happy. I don't want to be pulled over. It hasn't happened yet, but at some point I just think if a police officer sees me with that on the front of my car, they might think I'm going to just pull this guy over and ask him, what are you doing? And I think that would be fairly reasonable if that occurred. Let me get over one lane here. All right. We're going over the Gold Star Bridge. This portion of the bridge is going to be repaired, this entire bridge. The other bridge, there's two separate bridges, but this one here, the other one was done completely, although they did have the fire, so they're going to have to repair that damage. But this one here is going to be completely rehabilitated from top to bottom, I think. I mean, that's what I read. I assume all these cones and everything all over the place indicates that work is going to be resuming or, you know, beginning soon. All right, actually, you know what? I want to get over. I was going to get off. Jesus. Ugh. You got to have eyes behind your head around here, because I'm crossing all the way over. Okay. I want to do kind of the water front, kind of go along the Thames River. I want to go back that way. Okay. Got a little hairy back there, but no damage done. We're okay. Boat launch down here is closed until further notice. So they are doing some heavy work. Well, that's under, you know, again, that's probably under where that really bad fire occurred a few weeks ago. So I assume that's the reason it's closed, the boat launch. There's the Gold Star Bridge from the opposite side of the river. We're catching comprehensive Gold Star Bridge coverage today. I wanted to do that. We did it. Good. Now, well, that was Bridge Street back there, by the way. If I took a left, right about here, that would bring me to the boat launch, but it's closed, so obviously it'd be kind of nice to get out there, but you can't do it. There's some good visuals there, but it's closed. We're on Fairview Avenue. That's a very appropriate name for this this avenue, because you have a, I would say, more than fair view. It's a great view. I think I was supposed to take a left down there. So I'm gonna have to backtrack here a little bit. I want to go along the river. So I'm going to turn around. Well, maybe let's see what we got up here. This might afford us a beautiful view of the river if my hunch is accurate. We'll find out in a minute. If I go straight ahead to, let's see here, what is this? Fairview. I want to go Fairview trusted for generations. I don't know what that means, Fairview. All right, this is going to give us a good view of the river, I think. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Wow. This must be maybe a elderly housing unit or something up here. Wow, look at that. Big, beautiful view of the Thames River right in front of us. Way over to the left is the Gold Star Bridge again. But we gotta get out of here. Oh, individual homes. These are kind of cool, if it is elderly housing. Let me take a little cruise around here just to see if I can get any other really kind of different angle on that. Some of those views. Woo. Hardcore speed bumps up here. Yeah, this is not going to do anything for me. I'll take one more speed bump situation. See if I can get a view, but if not, then we'll just exit the premises. Folks going out for a walk. Good day for it. All right, maybe this will get us out of here. Who knows? I'll take it if it does. Coast Guard Academy, I believe, is directly across the river. This is a massive housing complex back here. It's real nice. I'm guessing it's elderly housing. I'm not sure. But if it is, man, it's impressive. There's the Gold Star Bridge again. Thank you for visiting. So this is leading me right out of here. Okay. Back onto the road that I wanted to get on. So perfect. And kind of a lucky break. We're driving right along the Thames River right now, but to the left it's really overgrown. I would love to see, obviously I don't know who owns the property. Maybe it's the railroad company, I don't know, but I'd love to see that all cleared out. You can see some of the river there. If that was all cleared out, this drive right here would be absolutely incredible. A very cool old house on my right. Hopefully you can see some of the river. This camera is a little low. It's on my car. The front of my car. I sit above it as I drive. But to my left is a massive panoramic view, beautiful view of that Thames River. As I work my way down Military Highway. I mean, that's what my GPS says. Is that accurate? I mean, I don't know. That's what it says. More views of the Thames River. I don't know. My little camera, I don't know if it's going to pick it up. My proposal is to eliminate all the trees and overgrowth on the left side for sweeping panoramic views of the Thames River. That would afford an increase in tourism, no question about it. Wow. The Nautilus Submarine Museum is back there on the left. Another must-view attraction if you're ever in the area. Naval Submarine Base entryway right in front of us. Crystal Lake Road is the name of this road I'm on right at the moment. And I'm going to take a left. And head back to go over the Mohegan Pequot Bridge in the other direction again to kind of finish things off, go, full circle this my latest driving video. Back on Route 12, heading in the opposite direction. We'll get a different view of things. Currently 72 degrees. An absolutely beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's 2:28 right now. We're crossing into Ledyard right now. We are now in Ledyard. Ledyard's really a beautiful town. It really is. We're crossing into Gales Ferry right now. We are now in Gales Ferry. Yesterday, heavy rain. Today, an absolutely glorious, beautiful day. And it's going to be a real nice week ahead of us, too. Gales Ferry Center is coming up according to a sign I just read back there. Okay, green light. Whoa, this guy's just going. I mean, there's right on red, and then there's right on red. You have to stop and look. You can't just go through a red light and take a right, I mean, obviously. But he did, and fortunately for us, it turned out okay. And if it was 1975 and I took a right, I would be pulling into Valides, and I would probably go in there and buy a record album. Now everything is streaming, and this was an album, a full album. A band came out with an album, and it was a big deal. You went down, you bought the record album. You went home, you listened to it. It was an event. You read the liner notes, you looked at the cover. It was iconic. Those days are gone, and that's a shame. As we continue to venture forward on Route 12. Again, Dow Chemical on my left. I say that. Do I know that to be true? I don't see a big sign. There used to be a big sign out there that said Dow Chemical. Huge sign. I see no sign. Oh, wait a minute. There's a tiny sign that says Dow. The tiniest little sign. St. Luke Lutheran Church back there to my right. Route 12 is a very comfortable road to drive on in the Ledyard Gales Ferry portion. It's a straight shot. It's wide enough. You don't have to really, maneuver any crazy hairpin turns or anything. It's just basically the river, the beautiful Thames River, is on my left at the moment. If I was coming in the opposite direction, obviously it would be on my right. In the fall, this is a very nice very nice street to drive on, road to drive on, to view the beautiful foliage. But I've always found it to be a very pleasant, very comfortable street. I guess road. It's probably not, I don't know if I would consider it a straight route. As we work our way back. And we're going to take another cruise. This time it'll be to our right of Holmberg's Orchard. The best orchard anywhere in the area. Hands down. It's not even close. These guys blow the doors off everybody. Right there. We are going to enter Preston right now. Established 1687. $219 fine for littering. Big sign back there. Okay, so we're going to go over the... We're going to go over the bridge. The Mohegan Pequot Bridge. And that's coming up real soon here. Take a left. Let's see if we can make this light. A lot of motorcycles out today. And I was glad we were able to capture some of those guys back there in New London. Those bikers, really cool guys back there. Okay, this is it, folks. I'm going to be driving right over that bridge. And we're also going to be going directly over the Thames River. For some reason, we're slowing down here. Right now, we're above the Thames River, suspended by a bridge. We are entering Montville from Preston to Montville. Now we're in Montville. I'm going to do one little cruise to cap this video off. I'm going to get off exit 6, Mohegan Sun Boulevard. Take a quick look at this Mohegan Sun Casino. You used to be able to drive down this road. You haven't been able to, not this particular road, but the one directly across from those lights. No, it's still blocked off. It's been blocked off for years. That was a really cool view, but for some reason that's been closed off. And it would be really awesome if I was able to get down there right now, because the view is absolutely incredible. But I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it unless I go... let me see if I can just pull over there for a second to get that view. I want to get that beautiful view. There's, you know, fencing in front of us. Mohegan Sun. Used to be able to drive down there, but obviously we can't do that right now. So I got to work my way out of here. People doing U-turns, and got to keep my eyes open. We should be afforded a lovely view of the actual Mohegan Sun Tower up here, I think. There it is, right in front of us, Mohegan Sun. Right there. Frankie Valley is coming down here June 2nd. There it is, Mohegan Sun Casino. Folks, I'm going to close up shop. Thanks for joining me on this drive. We saw some pretty cool things. I didn't plan on every thing we did or saw, but I'll take it. We got some bonus, a lot of bonus footage in there, unexpected cool stuff. But I'm glad you came along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a good time. I hope you did too. Thanks for joining me, folks.